Hello everyone. I hope that this my voice is audible for all. Anyone can tell it in the chat box if you connect your means. Let me check. So let me wait for 1 or 2 minutes to other people to connect, and then we will start our class. Okay. And kindly tell it in the chat box if my voice is audible for you. And yeah, so that's the one thing that I want to get clear. Just tell it in the chat box if everything is clear, my voice is audible. Okay, can you tell it in the chat box, please? Hello, can you able to hear my voice? Kindly anyone tell it in the chat box if anything, everything is fine and you can able to hear my voice. Please let me know in the chat box because then only I can able to start the section. Yes, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Okay. So yeah, so basically those who are new here, let me explain. This is going to be a 4 days of ReactJS workshop. The 2 days is already completed. We're going to work on the good evening, everything. Thank you. So we're going to work on the third day. So yeah, that's what it is. And every day if you attend the 4 days of workshop, you will get the participation certificate from the TWT team also. Okay. And if you have any other doubts also, I will give you the WhatsApp link at the end of the meet. You can just join the WhatsApp group and you can ask whatever doubts that you have. You can ask that. And also, if you want the certification, I will provide a Google form link. You need to just fill the Google form. That's what you need to do. Okay. So yeah. So today, what we're going to see is we're going to see about some more JavaScript functionality and some more about class-based component how working in JavaScript. So that's what we're going to cover today. And once we done this, and we're going to cover the states tomorrow. Okay. So because it's going to be a basics and fundamentals learning. So whatever enough that we're going to cover. So before that, I just want to show you some of the people asked about the resources. So I just want to show you some of the resources that sorry, some resources that you can able to check after completing this workshop. Okay. So give me a moment. Let me go here. So if you go to the website called web.text, this website. So basically, this website is also an approved website, but not that well maintained website. But we will keep all the resources inside this website. Okay, so it's not for any uh, traffic generating cases, just for keeping our resources. Okay, so that's what it is. And here you can go here, and if you want any code that you can able to search here. For example, right now we are discussing about we are going through the React, right? So if I just go and type on React, and if I search for, you can able to get a lot of things and I just clicking beginner and here you can able to see all the tutorials that need from beginner to advanced. Okay, so not only it is going to be a blog post and also at the end of the each and every video you will get a YouTube video also, and if you want to refer also you can also refer and also you will get if it is needed you will get this video repo also. You can just take the repo and you can get that also. Okay, you can check it out also. And it is a well structured guide where you can able to implement and practice each and everything that we have learned yesterday. Okay, so that's what it is. So with right now I just going to show you how this how to use these resources and how we can able to work with the class based components and everything. Okay, so basically let us see here. React.js beginner one, so this is a starting place where we need to start, but these are all things already covered. Let us go for the sixth one, and you can able to see this is a class-based component, how to create a component with help of class-based and destructuring. This is also we have covered, and this also we have done. So let us go, sorry, that is function-based component. Now we're going to work on the class-based component and how classes are working here, and how can we work with the props with the help of class-based component. That's also we're going to see. And yeah, this is mm, yeah, let me see that one. Okay, so for that, let me go for back to our post beginner. You need to go here, scroll down, and you can able to see React.js tutorial one for beginner. If you click it, you will get to know what is React starts from, what is component, each and everything is a component, how components building, and how can you install React, and what are the other essential things that you want to install React. Everything will be there. That is day one, and day two is going to be the file structuring and the code and everything will be there. And day three is going to be again explaining about how to create a component and how you can able to create a stateful class component, and how can you can able to create stateful function component. We know how to create a function component. Now we're going to see how we can create a class component and how it is differ from the native. Okay. So let me do one thing. Let me keep this as aside, and let us go here on that. We need to open our folder where we discussed all the things. Let's go inside this. Okay. Here you can have the workshop. This is where the folder that we have worked with. Opening it with the Visual Studio Code and just remove this. I don't want this. Okay, so this is the code that we want. Let's keep it here. Okay, so now I just going to create class-based component. These are all function-based component. We know how the function-based component will work and how to pitch the props and send the props with the help of function-based component. So now we're going to discuss about the class-based component and how to build a component using class. Okay, so with the help of the resources. So what I'm going to do? So first, I just want to create a component. I just set this component. I just going to mention it as uh, class, what we can say is going to be greet. Okay, class greet. So just giving a prefix before class as class for every class based component. Okay, so it is good to give the caps letter first. So just say class greet dot same JSX syntax or JS syntax anything. So how can I create class based component? You can see this is a function based component, and this is going to be the class based component. Okay, so let's see an example. It's very simple. What you need to do first, you need to import React. Okay, React. Okay, and also you need to import React dot import React. React DOM. Okay, so in this React DOM, we actually want inside React DOM, we actually want something called as component. Okay, so what we can do here, I can say like I need component. Okay, instead of React DOM, I can simply say I need a component from the React. Okay, or else here itself you can replace it. That is fine. And here I just going to say class. We know that classes is going to create objects, right? So each and every component is going to be an object. Each and every component is going to be an object here. Okay, so I'm just going to say class, and you need to tell the name of the class that you want to create. So it is going to be the component name. So what is the name that I can give? I just say read. Okay, here I just mention it as extends. Okay, extends from the component. Okay, so the component is going to act like a prototype. So from the React component, we are extending our own component. Okay. So this is my own component. So I'm extending from the component file of React. So you can see I'm importing component from the React, and from itself I'm exporting. So this is going to be the another class. So that is a prototype. So I'm getting from the parent class and creating my own class. That's what it is. And here I just save here. And here the next thing what you need to do is in function based component, we have the return keyword and we will return it. Here you need to use render. Okay. And inside this render, you need to return things. Okay. I just say return. If it is going to be a block of code, then you need to return the things as quick as possible. Okay, as quick as possible. And here I just going to say it is going to be a block, it's going to be a fragment or a div, anything you can do. And here I just going to say h1 hello world. Okay, this is the one. And here the next one I just going to say paragraph. Okay, welcome all. Okay, like this. And if I save it, go for my app component, and here I just going to say read is not working because we haven't exported it. So the export and import is going to be same in all components because they are not something related to class or something. And for me, if you want to become a React developer, learn the basic of classes and jump into function-based component. Function-based component are more relevant nowadays. Okay. Yeah, thank you. Yes, you can. It contains all the resources, whatever the live that we have taken from the starting of the our YouTube channel. Okay, so everything will be there. You spend some little bit time, but that blog website is not completely done. Okay, we are not focusing on that. We are keeping like a database to get if we want something, we can go and search it. So like this, so it does not have that much of fancy functionality and easy to access functionality, not that. So kindly have a look and check it. You will get a great project and everything will be there. Even YouTube link is also there. You can check it. Yeah. So we just exported the grid, go for app, and I just want to export grid. So just say grid, this is the component I want to export, and I save it here. And now I just want to run my server. I just want to say the terminal, just using my git bash, and check out that whether you are in the right folder. And if you are right folder, just say npm or yarn start. Okay, whatever you have used, just use the script. You can, I think you know what is how to use the script. Let us go here in the package.json, and here you can able to have the script what you want to use. Now package.json, yeah, here you can see script. If you use start, then it is going to start the react. Okay, so this is what we need to use it. Okay, so yes. Okay, so you can, and package manager should be different. I'm using Yarn. If you want to use npm, you can use it. Okay, completely up to you. You can able to see it is we are taking up the 3001 port. Okay, by default. Just go and check it here. You can able to see this is actually our application that we have built with the help of Bootstrap. And in the class-based component, you can able to see whatever we have created the class-based component. It is here. Clear? So it will be here. Yeah. So this is how you need to send it. And now what you need to do, how can I send props? For example, here I want to send the dynamic data. Instead of color, but I need to send a dynamic data. How can I do this? Well, the procedure is going to be pretty same. I just going to here and I just going to say title. Okay. And I'm just telling that the title is going to be uh, feature in media. This is going to be my title. So if I want to access that data here, you can able to see the props here, right? So you can able to see the render here. Okay. So what I'm going to do? So here I just want to say this dot props. Okay. Just a minute. I just want to say this dot props. render go here and yeah, class based components. This is day 3, it's going to be day 4. And yeah, here you can able to see, and it is here. And function based component, class based class. Yeah, here you can able to see. So yeah, here directly you can call it. So what I'm going to do, and whatever JavaScript code that you want to write, it's going to be here. Here before the render, you need to say, and I just going to say console.log, and here it is going to say this dot props. Okay, I'm asking for why I'm going to use this keyword. Well, this refers to the person who calls it. So the props is coming from here. So it is going to return all the properties that we are passing here. So the prop is nothing but the properties that we are sending from the tag. Okay, and I'm going here just and do this. Go here, go for the console, and here you can able to see the props. Don't care for this class, right? We are there is some place the class is rendering. Okay, so you need to change it to class name instead of that. So we are getting object instead of here. You can able to see. So this having the title. So what you can do if I ask for this dot props dot title. So in function based component, it is pretty direct. You just want to call props, it will give you the properties. And you want to destructure there, you can direct some destructure. But here you need to come do like this and you need to destructure and probably understand the keyword this ES6. Understand it, then only you can able to come. You can able to see we have the future media. So now what can I do? I just cut off here and I can paste it here. Okay. Since it's a JavaScript code, I just want to wrap it with curly braces and I just remove this console.log, just come out from here and saving here. Now refresh, come here, you can able to see the dynamic data is updated here. So if I want to change a media and I just want to add newspaper. Newspaper, it will be added and all other things are going to be same. The JSX syntax is going to be same. So only the way that we are writing the components is going to be different. Okay. So for example, this class, we're having these things, and you need to use this kind of things. You can do this. And one of the good way to use this props and everything is optimizing this by destructuring. So what we can do instead of writing this dot prop dot title, and if you want to fetch any another props, you need to write it again like this dot props dot something like this. So it is always recommended to destructure before the thing. So how you can destructure is I can simply say const is going to be an array show blur uh Parveen, what is show blur? So what you are asking, can you explain it? Is the screen is blurred to you? That screen is blurred to you? Can you tell it in the chat box? Okay. So what I want to do is here I just want to say what I want to destructure. So the destructure is going to be this dot prop, right? So this dot props is going to be this one. And here inside this dot props, you need to tell what all are the properties that you want to fetch. So the properties are going to be title. So right now I just have only one. So just going to press. So once you destructure the component, then you don't want to worry about writing this props every time. You can just simply call title and you can able to get it here. And even if you want to change the property name, for example, instead of title, you want to change it to like some other name. How can I do this? You can just do like this, new title, title, and here you can use this new name. Okay, so these are ES6 concept restructuring. If you haven't studied, just have a look at it. You can able to see how we are fetching it. So now if you use title here, it will not work because the name is changed. You can see title is not defined because we changed the title to new title. So it will be now new title. Okay, so that's what here. Yeah, that's what here. So have a look into ES6 if you haven't done before. Okay, the other things are going to be same here. So now what we're going to see, about list rendering. Okay, so let's see that what is the next thing that we have. So let us go here, day 5. It's going to be, yeah. So here actually they started with the states. We don't want to see states now. So we're going to see the states the upcoming days. Okay. So after seeing the basics of list rendering and everything, we will discuss about that. Okay. So yeah, clear. So what is going to be list rendering? So list rendering basically it's going to be what if I have an array? Okay. If I have an array of items, how can I render it and how can I use it? So basically, it is also the same process what you learned it in ES6, map method, filter method, all those things. Okay, so you apply it here, then the process is going to be same. Okay, just a minute. Yeah, sorry for that. Sorry for that. I just a minute. I just yeah. Okay. So what we need of the state, we will discuss it later. So what we're going to do, we're going to create an array and how can I use the map method and everything here. Okay. So let me do one thing. So what I'm going to do, I just going to say const. Okay. Here I just going to say ARR. It's going to be the my array. And here I just going to create a list of items. I just going to say the, for example, let me add some fruits. Okay. And let me say bananas like this. Let me add the cheese, something like this. Okay. Okay. So now what I'm going to do, I'm just going to use JavaScript code. So like I said, if you want to use JavaScript code, you need to use those curly braces. Okay. You need to use those curly braces. And here you need to use the curly braces. And here we're going to use the JavaScript code. Okay. So the JavaScript code is going to be ARR dot map. Okay. And I just want to map. I just going to say mapping the functionality. I'm going to call a function. Okay. And this, what it is going to do, it is going to map everything and it is telling to me. So I just going to say, I just want only the value. So I just going to say value. Okay. Value. And here I just going to say console.log value. So though it is also coming from And okay, we need to oh, I forgot this one. It's going to be arrow function. It is going to say console dot log value. Okay, just keep, and you can see new title. Okay, we removed that one, so I just go with the normal one. Like I say, like hello, like that. Okay, so now we are getting that the new title is not defined. Okay, I remove that one where we use the new title. We haven't used the new title, right? Yeah, okay. So now it is removed. Let us go for inspect. In the console, you can see we are rendering this fruits, bananas, and cheese. Okay, don't care about right now this kind of thing because we haven't taken this one and everything. Don't care about this error. Okay, right now, just remove this and I just reload. Okay, you can able to see this is class dom property and we are rendering each and every item. So now what can I do is instead of rendering like this, I can pass this value to another component. So how can I pass it? So I just going to say add and h I can say fruits component fruits dot jsx. You can add either class component or this one. I just go with class. Okay, class import components from React. Okay, and then I just say the function. Sorry, we need to use the class. Class is going to be. I just going to name it as roots title, something like this. Okay, and it is an extent from the component. Okay, it is the extent from the component, and here I just going to say render. Okay, return. Okay, and here I just going to say h1. Okay, and here it is going to be the fruit's name. Okay, so what I want to do, I need to fetch the props. So here I just going to say console.log this dot props. Clear? So now here let me export it. Export default this dot props, right? Yeah, export default root title. Export default root title. Okay, so yeah, let me do one thing. And yeah, so just a minute. Okay, so what I'm going to do, here we're going to render the component. So for example, here it is going to be the class, right? So I just go here, read, and where is the class based component? Read is here. So here only we are mapping it, right? So here I just say return. Okay, don't forget this return keyword when you are using this curly braces. If you are not using curly braces, then you can return it. But or else you just want you need to return. Okay. So I'm just going to say return, and it need to return green fruits, right? Fruits title this component, and I just slash it, and the fruits component is imported automatically. So I don't want to do anything. And here I just want to share fruits. Okay. For it, yes, fruits equal to value. What is the value? Well, the value is what each and every item that we do to do. So that is going to be the value. So we are asking this as a value. And now I'm just saving this. Okay, you can see in the console, we asked for the props and it is giving me the object with this component. So now if I ask for what is this dot fruits, what is this dot for I F or UITS fruits, you can able to see Okay, I made a spelling mistake. For you, sorry, for IUTS. I made a spelling mistake. That's fine. Okay, you can able to see here. So now what we can do, we can just cut this one and comment of this. We can add it here. Okay, because this is the JavaScript code, I'm going to grab it. So now if I paste it, you can able to see all the things are rendered here. So basically we having an array and we are just go each and every item and we are sending each and like for example this item it returns a component. For this item it is going to return a new component. For this item it is going to return a new component. So exactly the same thing that what we can do here. So what you can do, you can create an array and put your image and put your all other things, the title and the meta description and everything here. Okay, okay, like this you can see. Okay, like this you can put it and you can able to hold it here. Let me show you. Let me show that to you. Just okay. So how can we do this? Well, we know that we want an image and everything. Let us go for the component called this chord component. The chord component is rendering things, and which one is containing? Chord container is containing. Here you can see we have added something like this. So instead of this, what we can do, we can create an array and we can put everything inside an array. And then what we can do, we can render it. Okay. So that's we can do this. For example, I just going to say const. Okay. So I just basically going to say instead of this, I can just add like this. Const image, copy the image. Let us go for the greet. I think here. Yeah. So here we will add an object instead of a string. Okay, we can add an object. Okay, we can change this to an object, and then what we can do, we can add the title. Don't care about the error, guys. We'll solve it, and we will add the title. This is my title property. Change this to object. Okay, just give a comma. Okay, and remove this one. Remove this one. Remove the entire thing. We copy and paste it. Okay, go for the card container, and the button is going to be clicked. Okay, okay, and here I just going to say click me button. Here, just and the button is going to be a click me button like this. And now what can I do? I can create 3 instances or how many instances like instance I want. I can just create it like this. Copy, paste it. Web developer, it's going to be web app, and let's make this to desktop developer like this. Okay, so like this we can make it and let me save it. Okay, and here I can say fruits is passing as a value. Now let us go for here in the to do this one. Go for chord here. Go for fruits, and we are asking for fruits. There is nothing fruits now. So what I want to do first, I just comment out this one. Okay, and remove this, just giving us an empty string now. And here I just going to ask for what is this dot props. Let us go and inspect it. Probably we face an error now. We will discuss the error. But here you can able to see we are getting a fruits, and that is going to be containing these things. So what I'm going to do, basically, I just want the fruits. I just say for UI for sorry IUTS. Some spellings. And I'm asking for it. You can able to see the object here. So now what can I do? I can destructure it here. So how? Well, we know that. So what are the things that we need to destructure? Well, I just say const. It's going to be an object. I just want the img. It's going to be the image. And next it's going to be the btn. and the next is going to be the title, and it's going to be this dot props dot fruits. Okay. Now if I save this, okay, you can see we are getting error. Don't care about that. And what I'm going to do here, I just going to say h1. Let me say title. Okay. Let me clear this off and let me see the current error. Say image in roots as it is determined as undefined. So something is showing here undefined. Okay. Let me ask it in the console. Let me refresh it, and you can able to see IMG, right? Destructuring property made of these roots as an undefined as it is. If this property is not able to destructure, why? Why not able to destructure? Let me see that we have any issue or not. Okay, for now I just remove this IMG. Let me discuss that later. BDN is also okay. I think we have messed up something. Okay, again spelling mistake. IMG, and if I save it, you can just go down. Well, we getting the web app, desktop developer, and everything. And now I just clear the console and refresh it. Probably we get an error. So that's why we are seeing this. What the error that we get is, you can able to see this class name that is coming from different component. Don't worry about that different component that is giving that. Okay. Okay, different component that giving this. Yeah. What you need to do, this error you need to focus. So what is this error is, it is asking you to provide a key component, unique key prop to this. So what is mean with this unique key prop? So basically this means every time, for example, when you are rendering a list, you can go here, you can able to see the code container. Here what we are doing, we are actually code container, uh, class this, right? Yeah. What we are doing, we are rendering a component. Every time the loop is going to run, every time the iteration is going to happen, we are going to loop through the component. We are looping it, right? So what will happen? The same component is repeating. So this causes this error. Why? The reason, sure, we are in React, we are not going to change the code, right? We are going to change the DOM property. So React will going to change the DOM property according to the like it has which way down, and it will go and change it. So if it need to do its work, then we need to give an unique identification for each and every component. Okay, you need to give a unique identification. That's why each and every component name is different. Okay, so that's why we are giving it. But here you can see the fruit title is the same fruit title, is the same fruit title. So what will happen? The same component is going to run with that fruit title. So if I want to change a particular fruit title image or anything like that, React is not able to identify this particular fruit title. Okay. So how can I do this? How can I React make I understand? So for that only we are passing an unique keyword called keys. So what you need to do is whenever you are passing a component as on rendering things, then you need to pass keys. And in the keys, you need to pass a unique identification. So basically the unique identification, anything in the data is going to be the ID. Okay, the ID. Okay. So, but here we don't have any ID. So what I did, what can I do? I just ask for the index. Because the index is here, it's going to be unique. I just going to pass this as an index. So now the index is the first component have zeros index, second component have first index, third component have second index. Like this, the index is going to be very clear. So basically what we can do, the React will understand. Okay, so this component is also going to have the same name. This component is also going to have the same name. But you can able to see the component has key of 0 and this component has key of 1. So the React is not enough to understand, okay, so I need to change component which has key as 1, I need to go and change it. Like this, it will understand it. So this is a unique identification mark you need to give it. And once we done it, just remove this and refresh it. Now you can see the error is gone. Only the class error is coming from some other component. That is fine. So now the error is completed. So now you can render all remaining things. So you just say img, then image tag, and it is going to be img. Okay, and here I just say image like this, and here we are getting an error. Okay, what is the error? So the error that we are getting is this one. Okay, you can see we are rendering it, and you can notice that the image are going to be same. Oh, okay, the image is same because we haven't changed the image in the array. Okay, so we given the same image, that's why it comes the same. We haven't changed the image. If you give different, then it will come different. Okay, and we can add a button. Okay, so the button is going to contain the BDN component. BDN component. And now if I save it, you can able to see button, and you need to add some bootstrap. If you want to get a button like this, you need to add some bootstrap class name. Okay, I think class name is going to be BDN dash primary prime like this. So if you add something like this, then the class will be added. Okay, so you need to add. And for code also, you need to add something like this. You need to add code container like this. Some default classes you need to add. So that is coming from the bootstrap, right? So this is what list rendering is. Okay. So now we can do another thing. So what is another thing is how can I do conditional checking? So if it is true, I need to do something. If it is false, I need to render something. Okay. What I'm going to do, I just going to say here, I just going to say not here, go for class read. Okay, here you can see. So here in the return, I just going to add a JavaScript code. What I'm going to say is, okay, 5 is greater than 7. Okay, 5 is greater than 7. This is true. So this is basically template letter. If this is true, then render what you need to render is you need to render chord component. This one. Okay. Okay. Else, if it is not true, then you need to render fruits component. Okay. This is what conditional rendering. Okay. You can like this also you can code for pretty understanding. Okay. So here I'm giving conditions. If 5 is greater than 7, so this is example, but the condition is going to be different. For example, uh, if user has names, okay, then here it need to load the loading. If the user don't have name, then it need to redirect to some other. Like that. So 5 is greater than 7, then if it is true, then load cart. If it is false, then load fruits item. So if I save it and I render it, you can see we are getting the fruit title component. But if I make 15 is greater than 7, you can able to see we are getting now the pod component. Clear? Don't care about the image because there is something we need to add for the image. That's why title, because we added something different here, right? That's what the issue. That's fine, but you can able to see the pod components rendering. If I make this to this one, the normal component is rendering. So this is what conditional rendering. If this is true, then render this. If this is false, then render this. Okay. So basically, this is what it is. This is what conditional rendering is. And that's it, guys. That's it for today. That's it for today. And tomorrow we're going to cover all the like not all the states and everything. We're going to see about states, and we're going to come up with hooks also. We're going to touch some of like basic two hooks that we can able to explore, and we can get that. Okay. So yeah, that's what we're going to do basically. Just a minute. So this is what it is. These are all the things that in our curriculum that I have been completed. So next thing, what we need to do, we need to know how to manage states. So before you want to learn state, just have a look into some, I think, 2 or 3 some blog posts. You can able to see, okay, you can able to see the difference between them. Let me show you that. Okay, yeah, this one. Just have a look into this properties, props, what is props, what is state, and what is the difference between props and state. Here it will be cleared everything properly. Just have a look into this. That's more than enough. Okay, and then we will discuss the remaining things in the upcoming class. Okay. Shankit, if the screen is blur, then you need to watch it with high quality. Just change your settings. Okay, so YouTube settings to 480 pixel or 720 pixel, then it will be clear and good. Okay, so let me share you the what uh, links. Okay, just give a minute for attendance. We can fill it out and we will discuss it by okay. Just a minute. And yeah, I shared the form, just fill the form. And if you want the certificate, just fill in the form. If you fill the form, just fill it in the chat box. And if you have any other questions, you can ask with me now. You have time, enough time. So the week will end at after 5 minutes only. So you can ask the doubts and queries now. Clear? Okay, sorry, this. Okay, so I hope that everyone filled the form. And yeah, just fill the form. And if you have any doubts, you can ask me in the next upcoming classes, and we will discuss it all the other things in the upcoming class tomorrow. So thank you guys, thank you all so much, and we will discuss the another basic things tomorrow. And the React Advanced, after completing this, you will get an advanced level also, master level also. You will it will be come, but in the weekends. So probably you will get an update. Please give me a like and subscribe, and you can see that the live classes is going to be end. We are not going to take the weekdays live classes hereafter. We're going to take weekend live classes only hereafter. Okay, so that is not going to be 4 days of live classes. Not going to be exist. Only the pre-recorded video is going to be exist, and then weekend live classes is going to be exist. And yeah, that's what the update is going to be. So if you don't want any like if you don't want to miss any updates, any live classes or any like even we're going to produce some production level code and we're going to show it that also. If you don't want to miss anything, just leave a like and subscribe. If you want it, that's enough. Okay. So that's all for today. If you have anything to ask, tell it in the chat box. We will see you tomorrow. Thank you all.